What's up? What's up? What's up, beautiful people? It's Pretty Girl Loves Trap content here, and we are back. Okay, Power Book to Go Season 4, Episode 6. Okay, you guys, we got a lot to get into. Before we do so, if you don't mind, okay, little favor, okay, please like the video. If you're watching this for the first time and you like what you hear, please subscribe. Let's have fun in the chat per usual. And if you are watching the replay, let me know your thoughts in the comments, okay? And I want to thank DeMarcus, Stephen, and Anthony for being here early. I appreciate y'all coming through. We're going to get into the things, you guys. I mean, we are back. It's kind of bittersweet because after this episode, it's only 4 more, you guys. So I'm sure they will not disappoint, okay? So speaking of disappoint, not even 45 seconds in the episode, I am yet disappointed again because Drew, sir, what are you doing? Like, you are the worst person to ever surveil anybody I've ever seen. Like, one, you're not just surveilling just a regular person, okay? You are surveilling a dirty cop. Well, you over here in broad daylight. Like, you might as well have a whole sign and yell to the rooftop. Like, I don't understand, Drew. And we already know Drew, he was brought into this world. This is not necessarily his destiny, but goddamn, we didn't learn anything. Like, I mean, when I think about these kids, I also have to constantly remind myself the mother that they came out of, right? Because they are incompetent. Very much so. What's up, Deborah? Thank you for coming through. Hi, Derry. Thank y'all for coming through. So, of course, Carter peeps Drew and texts Drew, pretty much, stop playing with me, Smokey. Like, what we doing here? Stop following me. Get off my tail. Oh, my God, Drew, you just... Y'all, these people are stressing me out. Like, Lord knows I'm glad I got asthma because I will be smoking all of the cigarettes, right? And then, Monet is calling Drew and texting him, trying to get intel on Carter. Meanwhile, she over there shopping with Diana because Diana is maybe 6 weeks pregnant. They baby shopping. Monet is ignoring Carter's calls. So we all ignore people's calls, right? So we get back to the house. And, we over there chilling at the Tejada household. Next thing we see, Carter and his crew ambush the Tejada household. And I already knew this wasn't on official shit because they was over there. It looked very much janky, right? Very much janky and off the books. And so Carter opened his mouth and tell Monet, like, every time I call you, you don't answer. Looking at the bags, oh, you been shopping? I'm like, Carter, okay, so at this point, we don't even really know if there is a time jump or anything, right? But Carter proceeds to tell Monet, I assume you got my cut from the product I let you take last night. Last night. So Carter, you over here with all this pressure 12 hours after we made this agreement? Like, how many times have you been calling, bro? Like, what are we doing? It's giving very much stalker vibes. And don't get me wrong, I am all about applying pressure. But, sir, this was last night, and you expect for us to flip all this work and have your cut within 12 hours. So it's either he's insane in the membrane, which, yes, check, he is, or he knows it's kind of impossible for that to happen. He just want to keep his foot on everybody's neck. Because time and time we hear him and his crew over there low-key dissing the Tejada family. Like, y'all been over here knee-deep in the drug game, scratching and surviving good times. Like, they know they are a struggling family and they don't move weight like that. So I'm just saying Carter is just having fun with the Tejada household because there's no way he expect them to flip that much work in 24, not even 24 hours. It's still daylight, 12 hours. I gotta find me some THC or something because this is it's too much. They got me stressing. Okay, they got the Meek Mill braids under my sewing, really much sweating right now, and I don't appreciate it. Okay, what's up, Tori and HEA? Thank y'all for coming through. So Carter proceeds to ask Monet about who her supplier is, and she's pretty much telling him like, no, all the suppliers are dried up right now. That's why we was over there stealing work. He was like, all right, cool. So whose work was you stealing? She was like, I don't know. I just knew about the drop. And Carter was like, all right, cool, Drew, come over here. Since you like assignments, we got a little assignment for you. Let's go home over here and take a cute little field trip. And I'm like, Carter, just somebody get this man some therapy sessions. Cause I'm tired, boss. Already. We not even 3 minutes in. I'm tired. What's up, Candy? Thank you for coming through. So Noma and Kane, oh Jesus, they meet up with Tariq and Braden at, I believe it's Washington Square Park. That's what it looked like. Very public place, very much smart, right? So of course, every time we have a meeting with Tariq, there's some sort of chess move occurring, right? So he has a little proposition for Noma per usual. So he says, hey, Noma, I have this cute little recording, proving your little criminal enterprise. And I have arranged for this recording to be sent to your daughter and to the police. But if you promise not to kill me and my broski here, I'm gonna let it slide. You know what I'm saying? Let's let me live, okay? And of course, she's always stuck like Chuck when it comes to Tariq. So she has no point, no other option than just kind of just deal with it at this moment. But this was giving Proctor vibes. Like, I don't know if y'all all know, but I review OG Power, and we just left off an episode where Saxe was doing the same thing to Proctor with the recording, like, dangling their child, finding out the truth over their head because they want something from them. But this is a cute move for Tariq. We already know Tariq is gonna be good for a cute little chess move, right? Oh, thank you so much for the super sticker, Derry. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Oh, what a cute little welcome gift. You over here making sure the church lights stay on. This is what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, boo. I appreciate you. So, DeMarcus, you said Monet didn't want to snitch in front of Diana and Drew. Yeah, I mean that too, but I also feel, one, she don't want to snitch at all. Two, she don't want to snitch on Noma because her son is over there working with Noma. I think it's twofold, right? I think she's trying to protect Kane still, and I also feel like she low-key still feels there's an in with Noma in terms of possibly taking her organization or taking her out. So you don't really want to involve the police and all that. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep them out of the way until it's absolutely positively necessary, okay, and beneficial. Hey, Mr. Jones, what's up? And don't get me wrong, taking down Noma will actually probably help her get Kane back on her side, possibly, because Kane will have no choice probably but to crawl back to his mommy dearest. But we already know Monet, she be having little tricks up her sleeve. Just sometimes the tricks don't be working, okay? Because tricks are for kids, boys and girls. So after Reek is, done with his little meeting with Noma and Kane, of course, we have to hear these two words come out of his mouth. And every time I hear Tariq say apex predator, I giggle a little bit because I'm like, oh, this is not the way to go. But he tells Braden, hey, in order to become the apex predator, we have to control every aspect of the game from the distributor to the supplier. And I'm like, Tariq, the problem is you can't control everything. It's too many variables out here in these streets for you to possibly think that you can control every chess piece on the chess board. It's not happening, Captain. Like, I really see threads of his mama and daddy when I when I look at him, especially when he says nonsense like this, because houseway. Oh my God, Tariq. Wake up. Somebody, can Tariq get a good slap? I mean, he did get his ass beat this episode, so I'm a little happy, but I know this ain't do nothing at all for the boy because he's out here still doing the most. What's up, Detroit? Thank you for coming through. What's up, David Fa? How are you? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate y'all. So, and I hope I didn't jack up your name. I feel like you told me the correct pronunciation and I still effed it up. So my apologies. So Noma and Kane, they have another meeting. They meet up with Wiley Adams, who found himself with a few extra holes that he came into the restaurant with. Because Zion decides to be very much inaccurate and reckless and did a whole drive-by in the daytime. And he didn't even get his target. And that proves to me that Zion is low-key, he's an idiot. Because there is no way you thought that was going to solve your problems. Like, the way Kane fake want to kill Tariq is how Zion fake want to murk Kane. Because you couldn't wait until after the meet and they leave the restaurant and you have a better shot. You couldn't wait until they decided to enter the restaurant and decide to shoot. Like, I don't understand. You really thought that was going to work? Like, either that was a scare tactic or he really didn't want to murk nobody, because that makes no sense. There were so many other ways. You could have followed them and tailed them after the meet to another destination and made a more accurate shot. But of course, Zion, you know how they say about them boxers, you know what I'm saying? The brain cells are at a minimum. So I'm just going to chalk it off to that. You know what I'm saying? The way, I guess, Kane beat his ass, he missing a few brain cells, because there's no way you thought that was going to work, sir. So of course Noma gets back to her house. She pissed off because she knows this heat from Kane caused her to lose these contracts, because our guy Wiley Adams, he over there. He's over there. He about to meet Uncle Charles, y'all. Like, he is gone, all right? And so Noma now thinks that Zion may have been the one that stole her bricks. You know what I'm saying? So she asked Kane to take care of it. Oh, boy. And this is why I never liked Noma's character. Like, I really wanted to, but I knew she was weak, because you really over here got Kane as your number 2. Like, this makes no sense. So Monet, she goes to visit Kane at the penthouse, and she tells him, be careful. There's some heat coming towards Noma. Like, I'm trying to protect your stupid ass. You know what I'm saying? And of course, Kane ain't trying to hear none of that. None of that. Because honestly, it's a matter of time before Carter linked to Noma, either as through, just the whole situation and the messiness, or, Monet realizes, like, hey, I'm going to have to possibly give up that the drugs I stole is Noma. So she's trying to protect Kane low key. And Kane says, Mama, I ain't trying to hear nothing you got to say. You need to protect yourself. And I'm like, Kane, of all times, is now you pick to choose to be independent thinking of your mama. Because she's obviously kind of telling you the truth, but you don't want to listen. But it is what it is when it comes to Kane, right? So Reek and Anya's over there sinning on a twin. Okay, they over there sinning on that twin bed, y'all. Oh, I did not need to see that. Nope. My eyes did not need to see none of that. I'm sorry, y'all, when it comes to Michael Rainey Jr., I can't get to the point where I am okay visually seeing him having fake intercourse on the television. Okay, I am not there yet. I am sorry. I can't. I don't need to see none of that. I don't need to see none of that. Okay, but it looked like they be having fun. I mean, them twin beds on college campuses be seeing a whole lot. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. it be going down, okay? It be going down. But Noma, she's, texting Anya or whatever, and she was like, well, I gotta go. And Tariq was like, so you do everything your mama told you? She was like, hell no, because my mama told me to stay away from your punk ass. And he was like, dang, what did I do? And she was like, well, my mommy told me, based on the headlines and the stories, your family is a lot, okay? And Tariq was like, well, I ain't had nothing to do with that. That was my daddy over there doing hood rat ish with his friends. I was like, Tariq, I'm gonna need you to hold yourself accountable, but holding a St. Patrick accountable, that's asking for a lot, low key, okay? So Tariq probes and asks Anya about, what she thinks her family does, okay? Her parents, right? So we learned that her dad was in the oil business. I was like, oh, in the oil business? Like, y'all got long money. Like, what that inheritance is looking like? Like, I'm intrigued, right? Because I'm like, oil business. Noma, why you ain't stay with that man? I'm not saying money is the only reason you need to stay with a man, but Noma, you ain't had to work at all, girl. He in the oil business. And I'm not talking about canola oil. I ain't talking about baby oil. We talk about that gasolina, okay? So I'm like, whew, child. That was a lot of money you left on the table, Noma. And then she moves over to what she thinks her mama does, okay? She says, well, my mom runs a little international conglomerate, okay? We travel the world. But whenever Nigeria is on an itinerary, my mama said, I can't go. Because she over there meeting with my uncle, quote unquote, her brother, air quotes. And I'm like, what's going on with Nigeria? Like, let me know y'all thoughts. Like, what is she hiding? Even if I'm sure she's probably going to Nigeria, but I won't be surprised if there is no Nigeria and she's just lying, she's going to a whole nother place. I don't know. I do feel like Nigeria is accurate, but the what she is doing, that's the question I have, okay? So I'm sure we're going to figure that out and see it play out on the next 2 episodes, okay? What's up, Detroit? Thank you again for the super chat. You said, glad you back, but I need a solo after. It's like a little something after day sermon. I don't know. It's not showing like everything you typed. I don't know if it's an error. Maybe it was a curse word. I don't know, but I appreciate it. You said thank you. PG Kane is slow. He's definitely very much slow. I mean, he's pretty much not moving. Now, that's how slow he is. It's getting very much, tortoise. Okay. Hey, Moochie, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you, boo. So we're going to have to figure out what's going on in Nigeria. Okay. So Carter, he calls Zion. He's like, Zion, like, fool, why did you kill Wiley Adams? Adam's like, what? Sir, what was that about? And don't lie to me, because the NYPD video shows your homeboy stealing the Bronco, the same Bronco that you utilized for the drive-by. And I'm like, Zion and your homeboy, we don't have a good history with Broncos. Why you choose to steal a Bronco? We don't know. Black men in Blanco, that don't work well, okay? There was no other vehicle that we can steal. So now the block is hot. So Carter reiterates the relationship that they have. And he states to Zion, you give me information, I give you protection. Because Zion is not trying to reveal his true target. And Zion tells Carter, I need you to protect me or I'm going to go public. And see, Zion, this is why I understand you're over there playing Connect 4 where you need to be playing checkers or chess. Because, sir, telling a dirty cop, a known dirty cop that you are actually in cahoots with, your hand, that's very much idiotic. That's very much, I'm going to see you at the crossroads so you won't get lonely. Like, sir, that is not smart at all. So that further shows me, yeah, Zion, you're not bright at all. Like, you're another idiot. You over there with Kane, low-key, because what? That makes no sense. You asking this man that you just threatened for safety and protection. And the block is hot. Like, it would behoove you to even keep that information to yourself, because you are serving pretty much useless at this point. We can't extort you for money no more, because you can't sell drugs no more because the block is hot. So really is no other option but to murk you. And that's what Carter instructs Felicia to do. And he tells her, do it now. Quiet and discreet. Oh my God. This is ridiculous, you guys. But we also have to note that Carter tells Felicia that be careful because IAB is sniffing around, okay? Oh, Jesus, this is a lot. This is a lot. That is correct. Zion is all muscle and no brain. Yes, that is facts. You know, that is facts. So Felicia, and I'm going to name her Detective Crash Out, en route to murk Zion, she get a call from IAB. And they need to meet with her in 1 hour. So in her brain, she needs to be 2 places at once. So she has to figure out how to complete these 2 tasks, right? She's so stressed out. She go to the car, and she get a little whiff of that booger sugar. I said, oh yeah, yeah, she's definitely gonna be off her rocker. Okay, so of course, the booger sugar somehow tells her that it's a bright idea to go to the Tejada household and ask for Monet. But see, the problem is Monet ain't home, but Diana is. So she asked Diana to murk Zion. And she uses Drew's livelihood as leverage. And we're going to get to Drew in a minute. So I'm like, and this is a little like, you guys, okay, I'm trying to get to Felicia, and we know we don't have a good history about Felicia's in the African American community. Okay, I know this Felicia ain't African American, but when we think of Felicia's, y'all already know where our brain go, right? We already know the brain cells are a minimum as well. So okay, I get her possibly asking Monet to handle the job. But telling Diana to do the job instead, like, girl, that makes 0 sense at all. And you couldn't swing over there and murk Zion yourself, then go to the meeting? Like, I need to know the addresses of everything from the point where Felicia was to where the Tejadas are and where Zion is. Is it to where Zion was in a whole nother borough, was going to take you a long time to go? Like, I need to know. I need to know, did you use Google Maps or Siri to figure out if this is even possible before you took your raggedy behind over there to the Tejada household and asked a 19, 20-year-old girl who never possibly even murked anybody to handle a whole distributor? A trained boxer? Diana's probably 110 pounds soaking wet, but you asked her to murk a trained boxer who's probably, I don't know, 180, 200. I don't know. Like, say no to drugs, people. That's all I'm going to say. Say no to drugs, okay? And Dexter, I thought of this too. Thank you for your comment. You said, why didn't Felicia tell Carter about her meeting with Internal Affairs? That's the thing. And based on the way Felicia was acting in her dialogue with Diana, Felicia is very much scared of Carter. And she told Diana, like, you don't know, Carter's very difficult to work for. He has me in a bind. Like, she over there drinking people water, not even asking. Like, she is stressed out. So she's probably trying to handle everything she can without even, you know how it is when you got a boss that you scared to hell or you really don't want to work with, and you try to do everything you can independently and not include them because you know you're going to hear their mouth. So it's either she's too scared to ask Carter, or she still had to keep a couple cards in her back pocket just in case she needed to throw Carter off the butt. You know, I'm just saying. We don't really know. We don't really know. But either way, we already know Detective Crash Out is going to be out of here within the next episode and a half. I'm just saying. Oh, gosh. So what's up, SJ Smith? You said Felicia assumed that because Monet is a killer, that her daughter. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I feel like if you're a trained, experienced, dirty cop in New York of the city, you can smell. You can smell when somebody is scared. You can smell when somebody ain't got no bodies. You can smell a rookie. I'm just saying that's just human instinct. And beyond human instinct, I just stated she is a dirty cop who's experienced, dirty enough to where Carter recruited her. There is no way she saw Diana. It was like, yeah, by George, I think I've got it. This is the gal right here. They could have easily, like, all right, Monet here, call her up. Let's get her involved. Like, that's what I'm saying. Say no to drugs, people. Say no to drugs. Oh gosh, thank you so much, Detroit Mo.J. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Please make sure y'all like the video, okay? I'm just saying. Dexter, you say you think Carter would end up framing Felicia for Tate's murder. Yeah, don't trigger me by talking about Tate right now. We gotta leave that for the end because I'm tired. I'm tired, okay? I'm tired. The Tates, I'm tired. So let's move on because Diana, instead of calling her mom, she goes to see her baby daddy where he's fake working and asks her baby daddy, I'm just going to say air quotes baby daddy, okay, because we still don't know, but I don't know, for some reason, we just going to just say Tariq St. Patrick is going to assume to be that baby's pappy, okay? So she goes to the bookstore on campus and fills Tariq in, right? Meanwhile, Effie is coincidentally checking out, making a transaction, a purchase, right? We're going to talk about Effie in like 2 minutes. But Diana, of course, tells Reek what's going on. Reek goes to Davis, right? And they discuss this whole situation, right? So Tariq learns that Zion tried to off Noma and actually did off Wiley Adams. So that gave Tariq an idea to use Zion's offing as an offering to Noma to get in good with her so they can start working together again, because Tariq knows that is more money with Noma than Zion. And because he has this insane idea to be the apex predator, that is the best route to take because Noma already has an international setup. So therefore, that makes more sense. I'm going to go ahead and get in with her. And then down the line, I could backstab her, take her organization, ping, pow, pow. I'm the apex predator, okay? That's Tariq's train of thought. I'm just going to assume, right? But I love this because it just shows how Tariq is so much like James St. Patrick. Because whenever James found out new information, he immediately utilizes that new information to manipulate and formulate a new plan and a new idea, right? I just love that. You know, the writing is there, yeah. The writing is there, okay? But let's back it up real quick. Let's juvenile back that ass up back to the the bookstore, right? Because Effie peeps the conversation or the interaction, I should say, between Diana and Tariq, right? She's looking from afar. She's about 2 yards away. So when she sees that Diana's a little nauseous, has to go to the bathroom, she inserts herself and looks at Tariq and says, oh, I see she's still alive. Because from Effie's point of view, the last time her and Tariq had a conversation, Tariq was confiding in her and telling her, and by her, Effie, that Diana tried to set him up. So Effie is like, hold up. I guess you're more forgiving for someone trying to kill you than someone trying to protect you. And I'm like, Effie, I see where you think you're going, girl, but let's take a trip down memory lane a little bit, okay? Because yes, I do feel like on some level, 1 second, guys. Sorry, my bad. So I feel like on some level, let me give me a Ricola, guys, because I'm talking too damn much. And I don't want to start coughing, okay? I just got over some weird sickness, so give me a moment. Hold up. Get me a Ricola. All right, so, and just when I start talking about Effie, I get this coughing situation. So, Effie, my dear, I do feel like when you found out that Lauren was snitching, that you was protecting Tariq on in your point of view, right? And in theory, you was. But that's not get it twisted. There's like a little bit of jealousy that was mixed in and all that as well. And if y'all also can recall, when Reek, Effie, and Laura was in the same room, Laura was the one who had smoked. Like, she was over there with the jabs and what have you. Okay, let's not forget that. So, yes, let's say you try to protect Reek, right? But when you told Noma that Reek was trying to murk her daughter, you tried to murk him too. Let's just say that, okay? Let's just get out open. You knew the possibilities when you told Noma, an international guns and arm dealer, that yes, when her daughter is possibly in danger, yes, you knew that Tariq was on the chopping block, girl. So stop playing, okay? All of y'all low-key was on the same boat. So, of course, she also revealed she knows about Diana's pregnancy because Bushandria can't keep her trap shut, right? So when Diana enters the conversation after she's finishing chucking up the deuces in the bathroom, Effie took it upon herself to do a civil duty and offer some counsel and pretty much tells them that Diana need to get an abortion. So Effie leaves. And, Diana called it out. She already knew that it was on some jealous-ish, right? But let me get back to Effie one more time, right? Because I understand she must feel a way, right? That Tariq appears to be more sympathetic to other women who cross him, i.e. Lauren, i.e. Diana. But Effie, you need to realize, and you need to also understand, that Tariq low-key forgave you as well, my girl, because the fact that you yourself is still alive and even able to have said conversations with Tariq, I feel like you need to be grateful. I feel like you need to be grateful. Because if you know how many bodies this boy has, and the fact that yours is still alive and well, able to go to class, purchase things from the bookstore, to even exist, Tariq forgave you. Now, he's not forgiving you in the capacity that you want, where you over there sitting on a twin bed like he is over there with Noma's daughter. No, y'all not going to probably get there again. Who knows? But I think you need to be grateful. Now, I'm not saying I don't think the writers would ever write Tariq to even off a woman, because they never had ghosts do that. So I just think that's the one thing we probably not going to see. Now, I can see Tariq orchestrating possibly a woman be off, but I don't think we will ever see that out of Tariq. But I just need Effie to be grateful, because y'all low-key friends now. Y'all even able to exist in the same classroom together. He's confiding in you in private about the stress he's going through. Y'all able to have low-key side deals and conversations in public. So yes, Effie, I think you need to be grateful. And I understand you're a little emotional. Okay, the boy that you love knocked up a whole nother woman. I get it, girl, but I'm gonna need you to move on. Okay, the monkey that's on your back is unnecessary. You got other things you need to worry about. But yeah, I just had to just dig into Effie just a little bit, because y'all know I'm Team Effie. I love her, but I want better for her. Okay, Tariq is actually not good for nobody. And the Hotep was right. Tariq is a cancer. Everything that happens, or anybody that's around Tariq, is negatively impacted. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. David Fa. You said, do I think Lauren will make an appearance somewhere in the next few episodes? Lord knows I do not need Lauren in my life right now. I won't be surprised, but I don't want to see, especially if we only got 4 more episodes. Like that's too much to bring in. We already got enough to unpack at this moment. We don't need that. We don't need that in our lives. Dexter, you said it's amazing how much trouble a minor character like Bruchandria has caused. Yes. I honestly felt that we was going to see more of her, especially with her working with Tate. I don't know. I thought something interesting could have happened there, but we haven't seen it yet. Okay. So Monet, she calls a meeting with Detective Carter at the bar she never uses. Okay, I'm not going to have a whole rant about that again. All right. So she lies and tells Carter that she got the drugs from the Brighton Beach Russians, right? And she's pretty much doing this in order to get Drew released from his assignment. But my thing is, Carter, he was literally explaining how that didn't make sense out loud. He was like, damn, like, we literally got all of their work from the ports not too long ago. It's kind of almost impossible obtaining a new supplier that quick and that I don't know about. But yes, thank you, Monet, for the intel. Like, Carter, wake the F up. Like, she playing you. Like, I don't understand why he really just over there believing her. Like, that baffled me a little bit. Like, I don't know. Maybe he was just itching just to arrest and harass somebody. So he was probably on some might as well do this raid. But I don't know. Carter, I feel like he should have sniffed that she was lying. Because we already know Monet Tejada ain't the best liar. So let's discuss what Drew has been tasked to do, right? My boy is in prison. And Nico tells him, and Nico works with Carter, he tells Drew he need to off Zay. Because Zay's offing was unsuccessful, right? So he is in the infirmary. And he tasked Drew to off him. Now, this is an obstacle for Drew because he's like over here houseway, like he is in the infirmary. How I'm going to be over here creating more crimes and felonies from cell block D? Like, how am I supposed to do that? So Drew, he uses his brain cells because he have about 25 more brain cells than Kane, right? So he picks a fight with Roman, who's being loud as you know what. I'm trying not to curse. In the cafeteria talking about how he about to be snitching. Who does that? Roman, you are one of the worst snitches ever. You already in prison. In a shared space, talking about how you about to be over there snitching. Like, make it make sense, Roman. Make it make sense. But Drew picks a fight with Roman. Of course, they give, it gets breaking up. Drew proceeds to get his ass beat by the CEOs and everybody. He finds himself where? In the infirmary. So Drew finds Zay, finish him off via suffocation, and assignment is completed. Okay. 1, the security in that infirmary is trash. Okay. They trash, but it is what it is. Drew was able to complete the assignment, right? So, per Monet's fake intel, Carter, he assembles his crew to raid the Russian spot. Now, the issue is, Effie is there speaking with the Russians, Vadim specifically, because Noma wants her to ask Vadim to sell more product. But Vadim ain't trying to hear that. He was like, nah, I'm good over here, okay? I'm good over here. So 2 seconds later, the raid begins, okay? Bullets flying everywhere. Effie finds herself in the crossfire, but she eventually escapes. But her money is taken, right? Nico, he's over there. Woohoo! Ding that! Like, he over there, like he had a hold down. Like, sir, calm down. I'm sure y'all stolen money 50, 11 times. Like, why are you over here set tripping over this little bag of money? Like, y'all not new to this, y'all true to this. So, Nico, you was doing too much. So much so that Kamal peeps, right? One, Kamal peeps Nico kind of wrongfully offing one of the Russians, right? Because he murked him and he didn't need to, right? But he didn't just murk the Russian. He murked the Russian and took the bag of money. Now, at this point, Kamal is over there with the spidey senses like, something ain't right here, right? So while Nico, he takes the bag to the vehicle, he get a call from Drewski, right? Drew tell him, yo, the job is done, okay? I completed it, but hey, I got some new terms and conditions, and I want to, negotiate some things here, right? So he was like, one, I found out you guys got a little snitcheroo up in here, okay? So I can take care of your snitch, who is Roman, okay? Because he trying to take y'all down. So if I take care of him, I want to be a lieutenant or something. I want to be down. I want to be Brandy. Put me in the game, coach. And I want protection and access. And I want y'all to leave my mama and my sister alone, okay? Can we make that happen? And so Nico was like, sir, I think you're out of your league. You're applying for a position in which you are not qualified for. But I'm going to go ahead and talk to my boss about it, and we can see if we can make it happen, okay? I was like, Drew, Drew has a history of trying to do too damn much. You, for one, don't even want to be a part of this life. You don't want to be in the game. But you're further asking to be more a part of the game. Because when Monet try to give you assignments to do things, you halfway don't want to do it. But, you want to rebel, right? Because if it don't have nothing to do with Monet, you want to go full throttle. Oh, okay, I see you. But I have a strange feeling that this plan is going to go awry. Like, I don't know if something's going to happen to Nico and or Carter, and Drew finds himself stuck in prison. I can go as far as Drew getting himself murked in prison. Like, I don't know. This plan is going to go wrong. I don't know what y'all think, but this is a hot ass mess. But Drew, that was cute. But sir, just focus on getting your. Well, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna. Cause it's kind of like a kid in the playground right now. But I'm going to be quiet on the jokes when it comes to Drew in prison, okay? We've all said it and heard it, okay? What's up, Voice of Reason? Thank you for coming through. SJ Smith, you said Drew would be the one who has to stay in jail longer. That is facts. Like, who does that? Now, don't get me wrong. There are some people who definitely like jail. And that is definitely, not necessarily technically homosexual. You know what I'm saying? Some people just like the structure of jail. They like the what they call it, three hot meals in the cot. They like that. They like the structure. It is crazy to me. Some people like that, y'all. They ain't got to pay no rent. They get cable. They got a free gym. I'm not even gonna lie. That's low key. Okay, let me be quiet. That could be appealing to some people, especially somebody that don't have no resources outside of the world. Yeah, I know of people like that. Like, for real. It's kind of sad. But Drew's a whole nother situation. He a little special because what do we know? The person that he popped out of, okay? She ain't that bright. I can speak to Poppy a little bit, but Poppy act like he had some sense, but not enough because he still ended up marrying Monet Tejada, okay? So I can't forget, we still have one last issue, y'all. Vadim escapes. So Carter does not capture him. So Vadim is somewhere on the loose, probably calling the rest of the Russian troops, right? But I'm a little nervous, right? Because I know he has a liking for Effie, right? But if I'm a criminal and I'm having a meeting with another said criminal, and then 2 seconds later, a raid happens, like, I don't know, just me being paranoid, just as a civilian, I can only imagine me being a criminal having to run back those last few scenes of my life when I'm running for my life, thinking, could I possibly trust that person? Because they could have been wired up. They could have been trying to set me up. Yeah, I know the Russians don't even F with Noma like that anyway, so that would not be a far stretch to think that Noma was trying to set them up, even though that would be kind of dumb because that's where she makes her bread. But I don't know. You never know how people's brains are wired. So I'm just praying that Effie does not find herself mixed up with this BS, okay? Because I will be upset. So let's just pray that he gives, and I'm talking about Vadim, that he gives Effie the benefit of the doubt and not think that she was a part of this raid situation. Oh, Monet, damn, you and your lies got Effie possibly caught up. And if this happens, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm gonna be mad at Monet, but I'm gonna be annoyed. I'm gonna be annoyed, right? But speaking of Monet, she decides to take my advice and not cook in that kitchen no goddamn more, okay? Because we see her unboxing some Chinese food, and Kane, he enters, right? So he uses his 17 brain cells and his interaction with Zane's brother earlier that day, and he figured out that Monet took the drugs from from Noma, right? Of course, Monet lies about it, but I don't know. Part of me feel like Monet could have possibly told Kane the truth, but I think Monet is in a position where she feels she can't possibly trust Kane with that information. Because one thing, when Kane disagrees with Monet and another woman is involved, Monet quickly goes to the OU pussy whip. Because she can't fathom the idea of her son, her fake firstborn, possibly coming up and formulating his own thoughts and ideas independently. She always thinks a woman is behind his thoughts because that's how she trained him, because she trained him to think dependently of her. So she feels if she tells him the truth, he may go and run to his new mommy, Noma. Oh, God, this family is retarded, okay? I'm sorry if that's not politically correct, but they are retarded, okay? So stupid. So, after dissing his mama's cooking, he attends another meeting with Reek Davis and Noma. Like, let's just say clear, like, Kane don't need to be a part of no damn meetings. Like, I don't know what he thinks he adds to the table beyond muscle, but Kane is delusional. Because earlier in the episode, he was trying to be a part, or was asking to be a part of the meeting with Wiley Adams. Noma wanted Davis to be a part of that meeting. And Kane was like, no, what can he pretty much do for you? He is a lawyer who ain't got no license. I told Kane through the TV, like, that don't mean nothing, Kane. He is still more intelligent than your pea brain has. So that license has nothing to do with the pure intelligence this man has acquired for the past 20 or 30 years. But you, Kane, your delusional ass really think that you have more intelligence than a seasoned lawyer. Make it make sense. Like, oh my God. Ugh. Let me stop before I crash out. But I also thought, is that why the Tejadas always beefing, having arguments at the dinner table because Monet low-key can't cook? And don't get me wrong, I know Diana be cooking too, but sometimes when a bad cook teaches another person to cook, like that cook is bad too. So is that why y'all be over here creating distractions because y'all don't want to eat Monet's cooking? Like, let us sister know. Let us sister know, because the math ain't mathing, okay? All that food be going to waste. So, of course, with every meeting, Tariq always got a goddamn proposition, right? So he proposes to Noma that he can off Zion because he inquired the location of Zion through Diana. He didn't say Diana, but that's how he knows this information, right? In exchange to be in business and partnership low key with her again. Like, typically I would like Tariq, you crazy because you over here trying to get back in business with this woman, but of course we know he crazy because he's over here trying to be the goddamn apex predator. Oh my God. But Noma was like, all right, cool, Tariq, you know I don't F with you, but either you kill Zion by the end of the day, or I'm gonna off both you guys, okay? Point blank, period. So of course Kane don't like this at all. But Kane has no say because Noma reminds Kane, like, hey, I wouldn't be in this mess if it wasn't for you. Like, you went over there doing too much. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, Kane, like, you always over here having Tariq low-key bail you out. Like, how does that feel, sir? How does it feel? Not so good, right? And this further shows how weak Noma is because you over here got Kane as your fake number 2. Like, he is your number 2, your lover, secretary, your muscle. Like, Noma, you just go somewhere else, please, ma'am. Start over in another country. Like, do you have citizenship in Nigeria? Like, oh God, Noma, you are just, I don't know, y'all. I just wish they wrote her a little better. But who am I? Who am I? So Reek, he has a new assignment. So what did he do? He goes to the party that they're throwing to grab up his partner who's high as the penthouse that Tariq grew up in. Like, Brayden, you're a disappointment, sir. You are a pure disappointment. You over there snorting the cocaine, messing up performances. Like, this reckless behavior cannot happen too much longer. And the way Tariq was looking at Brayden with pure, utter embarrassment and disappointment, I don't know. I'm toying with the fact, like, would the writers go as far as having Tariq murk Brayden? Like, it's given I'm not my brother's keeper, and it's given G Money a little bit. It is definitely given New Jack City a little bit in my eyes, because Brayden cannot go around doing all this reckless ish and furthering making the block hot. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if Brayden finds himself in a situation where he's in an interrogation room. But it runs in the family because Becca over there be high as a kite as well, and Chase as well. Like, their whole family effed up. And now that they broke, oh yeah, you best to believe they over there get high as a whole family. Okay, so I don't know, Tariq, keep an eye out on Brayden, okay? Because we haven't seen. There, let me be quiet. I'm not going to do another rant, y'all. This is a lot. SJ Smith, you said, I'm sorry, y'all. Every time I go live, I get congested. You said, I don't think Tariq will kill Brayden, but he would strongly consider it. Yeah, I think so too. Dexter, you said Kane is a poor replacement for Obi. That is definitely facts on facts on facts. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. So Reek fills Brayden in on what they have to do. Of course, Brayden, he's trying to get his high down. So they go over there to Zion's location. They fake a little re-up situation, right? So Zion already knows they on some BS, and he proceeds to kick both their ass. I mean, he was not playing with them. Like, he was throwing them around like rag dolls, like knocking down walls, redecorating, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I was like, I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't mad at it. I was not mad at them kicking getting their ass kicked. Like, y'all, I wasn't. How did y'all feel about that scene? I was not mad at that at all. Okay. Especially he just got his ass kicked in public by Kane. He had to get some get back. Okay. He had all that aggression, all that stress up in his chest. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, go in, Zion. You know what to do. Go ahead, do what you gotta do. Kick their ass, save your life. Okay. But Brayden ends up saving Tariq, man. So, because Zion was over there choking the dog-ish out of Reek. Like, I know Reek's life was flashing before his eyes. Like, all the bodies he done caught probably just flashed in his head. He probably saw Kanan over there, well, down there in the fire. Okay, like you. But yeah, Tariq lives another day. Okay, because they found themselves being able to get one over on Zion. And Zion found himself on the floor with a blicky in his face. And I'm not even gonna lie, the cute little dialogue between Zion and Reek, that was kind of fire. He was pretty much saying, you know, I see you, little ghost. And what did Tariq say? Not no more, some shit like that. I ain't gonna lie, that was low-key fire. Like, I be like 50-50 when it comes to the little cheesy like dialogue when it comes to somebody murking somebody else. But I was kind of here for that scene, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. But after that assignment, Diana calls Reek to quote unquote check on him because she was worried. But you know, Reek told her like everything's all good, got it done, okay. So she thanks him and asked to meet for some milk and cookies, okay, because the baby wants some milk and cookies. So Tariq was like, cool, we can go ahead and meet for some milk and cookies a little later, right? So Noma, she back at her house, and Kane, he gets a text from Davis that Zion is handled, right? So he uses that information to pretty much lie to Noma and pretty much tell Noma Zion was the one who stole her money. And that also low-key helps him save his mama in the same time, right? So he lying to one mama to save another, okay? But Noma is still stressed out because she found out that Carter raided the Russians and Vadim is not happy. So her business with Vadim is in jeopardy, okay? And of course, Kane, he realized that Effie was there and she barely escaped with her life. So of course, you know how Kane is. He got to check on his boo Effie. And Noma already know what it is. Like she ain't new to this. She true to this, okay? So she allowed, Kane to go on over there and check on Effie. And Effie over there sitting up in her room, very much brandy, like in her feelings, okay? Because she had a lot going on. Her life was in danger, right? So Kane comes over there. She reluctantly opens the door. And he's like, yo, I just wanted to check up on you. I heard what was going on. She was like, you ain't trying to check on me because you care about me. You checking up on me because, I work for Noma. I'm low-key your employee. He was like, girl, stop playing. I care about you. You keep pushing me away. I don't know. I felt a little Bobby Brown coming peeping out a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. He always gonna be Bobby Brown to me. But I felt a little Bobby and Whitney kind of creeping in a little bit. It was giving a little toxic love, right? So Effie was like, well, so maybe, you will listen to me this time. I'm trying to push your ass away. You know I got issues, Kane. I got trauma. You know what I'm saying? I got neglect issues. I got attachment issues, detachment issues. Like, I got all of the issues, Kane. Like, back up off me. I ain't good with this love-ish. She ain't say all that, but that's what I feel. You know what I'm saying? That psychology degree that I have tells me that, Effie got all these problems that she's trying to figure out internally, right? But Kane is in love with Effie, y'all. The way Kane looks at Effie, the way he locks eyes with her, he is in love with her. Yes, I know he over there playing around with Noma, but that's more so like a survival tactic. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of him securing his business life. But his heart is with Effie, okay? But Effie was like, Kane, like, I don't know if I can do this ish no more, okay? Mama is tired, okay? She said, I've been selling work for about 5 years now, and I'm tired. And I get it, Effie. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot going on. But niggas get rated every day, B. I'm sorry. That's just, it is what it is. But she tired, okay? She want to see robots in front of her eyes. Not bullets, not bricks, not Blicky, she want to see bots. So we gonna have to see what happens with her. I just hope that she ends up leaving the game per her choice and not the decision of anybody else. Because y'all know what line stuck with me? When Effie, Reek, and Diana was in that bookstore, and Diana told Effie, "You need to stop effing my brother, or Noma put a bullet in your head." That struck a nerve in me. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I don't know if that's foreshadowing or not, but I felt that in my spirit. I felt that in my soul, y'all. So I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous. You know, y'all know I'm Team Effie and I want her to win. Yes, I hold her accountable, but I want her to win. I don't know, y'all. I'm a little nervous. What's up, Brillo? Thank you for coming through. So, Felicia at the office doing paperwork. Nico gives her a cut from the Russian rate. And he asked her about the IAB situation. She was like, it's handled. We good, right? But she's still looking a little stressed out. And then we pan in and look on her phone, and she's looking at the footage of Tariq v. Satric. Oh, Lord. I'm calling him Satric, y'all. Tariq v. Satric. Over there with Brayden, Merkin, Zion. Tariq, I'm tired of you getting caught up in the BS. I can't handle it no more. I can't get now one more gray hair, Tariq. Like, sir, found yourself in the midst of some BS per your fake baby mama. Now, I did question, right? Why does Carter have cameras in an unsanctioned, quote unquote, unsafe house, because it was unsafe for Zion? I don't understand, because if y'all are dirty, right? And y'all do dirty-ish, why even having even a smidge of danger by having cameras installed? Now, I understand y'all probably want to surveil who y'all have in there to peep their actions. I get that. But I still think it's hella risky for y'all as dirty cops to still have footage in there, because what do we recall? We saw Carter tell Felicia to off Zion. So in my head, you telling her to do that in the same spot where Rick did it, right? Why would y'all have footage? Unless we can say Felicia quickly installed that footage, but no, she didn't have time to install no extra footage. I don't know, y'all. It was just weird. It was weird to me that they actually had cameras in there. I don't know. But Felicia, she's stressed out, so she tracks down Diana via the burner phone she gave her earlier, because Diana was on the way to get some milk and cookies. So she's pressing Diana like, yo, I told you to handle Zion, not Tariq St. Patrick. Like, what did you tell him about us? Like, I'm saying, you put our whole team in jeopardy. Like, Carter is gonna murk the both of us. It's crazy how everybody just really have so much clout in their brain when they hear the St. Patrick's, right? So Diana, she must have thought Felicia was Monet, because she just quickly, like, low-key gave her a little snap. But I'm like, oh, no, this is not your mama, Diana. This is what you're forgetting. That's cute when it comes to your mama, but this is a whole stranger / cokehead / dirty cop / Wahite woman named Felicia. You're not going to be able to just slap her and walk the F away. Like, that ain't happening, Captain. And Felicia told Diana, in not so many words, that she ain't that girl. So Felicia proceeded to whoop Diana's, you know what, and stomp her the F out. And now Baby D is possibly murked. Like Baby D, all Baby D is wanting some milk and cookies. Like Baby D possibly did not receive his or her last meal. All because Felicia was over here doing too damn much. But something a part of me, I don't know. I feel like Felicia knew that Diana was pregnant. Like, I don't know. Just the mere fact that she was over there at the Tejada household, saw all the baby items. Diana confirmed that she doesn't have any active kids, yes. But I don't know. Just the woman intuition. I feel like you should have known or peeped or didn't know that Diana was possibly with child. No, she's not showing. But I don't know. It's just when a woman, you could put two and two together. And the fact that you made a conscious decision to dog stump the dog-ish out of Diana's stomach, like you meant business, Felicia. So I expect this to be Diana's first body. If not, I think Monique need to handle this. But she's been violating Diana this whole episode, taking her baby stuff, breaking the snow cone, like making her murk a whole connect who is a whole fighter. Like, come on, bruh. Come on, Diana. You got to get her. I'm sorry. I got to get her. What's up, Monica M? What's up, Miss Kira? Yeah, Miss Kira, you think she knew? Like I was saying, like as a woman, you know. And Dexter, you're asking, did Felicia know Diana was pregnant? And you see the other women like that's talking in the chat. You see Monica M. You know, she was like the baby girl, but Miss Curie, HGA was like, she knew. That's what I'm saying. As men, y'all may not understand what I'm trying to say, but as a woman, it don't take a rocket science. For real. Moochie said, yeah, Felicia, what about to get cut off? Yes, turn all of it. All of your utilities off. Water, cable, phone, electric. Turn everything off. I'm tired. Felicia, you proceeded to piss me off in one episode. Good job. Good job, ma'am. You did it. Okay. So Diana's over there seemingly lifeless next to the milk and cookie shop. Okay. So Rick, he goes in, he don't see her, he calls her, he hears the phone ringing from a distance, and he discovers his fake baby mama lifeless, and he calls for help. Oh, Jesus. I mean, it's sad, but sorry. I'm not too invested in Diana being pregnant, but this was effed up, low-key. Like, come on. Felicia, you effed up from the jump. I don't know. It just still baffles me. Y'all know I mentioned this earlier, but Diana is a whole 90 to 100 pounds. You wanted her to go to an unsafe safe house to murk a trained fighter who's giving 180, 200 pounds. Even if Diana would have got one shot off, Zion would have whooped her ass. You saw how Zion whooped Tariq and Brayden? Come on, bruh. All he had to do was slap Diana real hard and she would have been done. Let's wrap this up, guys. So, Lord, here's another idiot. Oh my God. Y'all already know when we see a scene set up where there's two vehicles and two bodies, we already know one body is not going to make it to escape that one scene, okay? So Kamal, he meets with Carter. I have to laugh, y'all. He sets up a meeting with Carter because he mentioned himself that this information that he has to tell Carter is so juicy, the tea is so good that he cannot tell Carter in the presence of other officers. It has to be. It has to be said in seclusion. Like, oh my God. Okay, so Kamal tells Carter that his task force is compromised and Nico is a dirty cop. And Kamal proceeds to explain the whole thread between Zay, Drew, and Nico seamlessly. He put it all together perfectly. And he also mentioned that Nico did not book the cash that was stolen from the Russians into evidence. So we already see the look on Carter's face. Carter was like, no, I don't. Carter, you already know the internal conflict, right? So Carter proceeds to give us this mini speech on him justifying how he keeps the streets safe, right? And he proceeds to let these words out of his mouth and telling Kamal, we are doing God's work. Don't you want to be a part of that? And I'm looking at Carter like, sir, you are no pastor, and Kamal is not trying to interview for a deacon position. Calm the F down with all that God complex, sir. No, see, this is where people go wrong when they have that God complex and they take it a little too far. So Carter is really over here, just trying to make the position appealing. You know what I'm saying? We could make a difference. You was kind, you was smart type ish, right? And so Kamal, I don't know, like, oh God, it's so hard for me to put this into words, you guys. I'm struggling here because at the 11th hour, Kamal decides to possibly play some reverse psychology, right? And he tells Carter, I'm gonna take a second to think about the position. But Carter already knew he cannot trust Kamal. Kamal don't have it in him to be a dirty cop. Kamal does not want to join your crooked congregation. So Carter did what he felt he needed to do to save the streets. And he murked Kamal. And you could tell he regrets it on some level, right? But in his insane brain, he thinks he's doing the greater good. But Kamal, let's come to the front. Let's come to the front pew, Kamal. Because how can you be related to the likes of Rashad Tate, a dirty, rotten scoundrel of a politician, be born and raised in New York of the city? And I'm comparing that. I'm saying New York because he wasn't raised in Mayberry or Bumfuck, Mississippi, okay? You are in New York City, sir. We have a certain mindset, sir. It's in the water, sir. You can't tell me you don't know how to conduct yourself in the midst of corruption. You are a veteran NYPD detective. So you not only have the instincts of a New York resident, you should have the instincts of a detective, a trained veteran detective. So you thought it was smart enough to meet with another detective and discuss corruption, not having any thought that possibly that this detective knows very goddamn well that his team is corrupted. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Come on. I liked you. You had a nice family. You know what I'm saying? You're a great brother. But, sir, you are a horrible, I don't want to call him a horrible detective, because he actually did great work. He was able to thread the whole situation together with Drew, Zay, and Nico. But come on, you caused your own demise, sir. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I knew this was going to happen, and I knew this was the perfect way for us to be able to see Tate again. And we already know Tate is going to have that eulogy on point. Okay, he's going to have that politician stance at that funeral. Okay, he's going to give the greatest eulogy we have ever heard, because he loves his brother. But yeah, this is HEA. Yes, you said I'm so ready for activated Tate. Like, Tate is not going to play. And I feel like Tate now he's back in the fold. He's going to serve a multitude of purposes because we already know the relationship he has with Tariq. And I think we're seeing Tate more is going to Tariq's going to find a way to utilize Tate. And I think he's going to utilize Tate by getting Noma out of here. I feel like she's going to get deported, but she may get murked. I don't know. I don't care how they dispose of her, but she got to go. Okay. I do not want to see Noma in the US of A another 20 minutes. Okay. I am over her. All right. But let me see what y'all talking about before I get out of here, you guys. Monica M, you said Kamal couldn't have been that dumb. That's the part. And I don't know if Kamal was thinking, hey, Carter, he's another trained, veteran detective. There's no way he could have been dirty. But that's what I'm saying. Even me, I watched enough crime TV to know better. You live this, Kamal. Like, I don't understand at all. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, condolences. Oh, gosh. Let's see here. So, yes, guys, let me know what y'all think about this episode. Was it worth the wait? Let me know your rating on the scale of 1 to 10. I'm just curious. I want to check the temperature. I'm going to give it a good 8.5. It was really good. I was not disappointed. Especially coming off a break. Like, this was a good, cute little introductory to part 2. I don't have any complaints. Rants, I have those, you know what I'm saying? Grievances with some of the decisions of the characters. But in terms of, the episode being action-packed, full of information, many cliffhangers, I really think this was well done. DeMarcus, you said they have to dumb down characters for them to be alive. Yes, we understand that on some level, but I still feel like you can still write a character to maintain such integrity and a certain mindset to still have them be met with their demise. Like, I feel like you don't have to necessarily dumb down. Power does that, but I feel like there's been other shows that they can accurately just keep the integrity of a character and still have them meet their demise. Like, I just feel like it don't have to be a choice, but this is a choice that the Power writers make. HEA, you give this episode an 8. Monica M, 7.5. Voice of Reason, 9.5. DeMarcus, 9. Yes, Voice of Reason is very fast paced. I don't know. I don't think it was too fast paced. I like the pacing of the episode. Great dialogue, great scenes. Like, I really enjoyed it. Monica M, you said Kamal would have known by the way Carter kept coming at him. No way he thought Carter was good. That's what I'm saying. Like, and just even Carter's initial reaction to the news should have have Kamal have the sense you know what, he may be dirty too. Like, the way just Carter was trying to just brush it off. Now, don't get me wrong, Kamal's perspective, he could take it as Carter being in disbelief that his team is corrupted, but still, come on now. Corruption is a dime a dozen. It shouldn't have been 2 out of I don't know. We already knew there was a 75% chance that Kamal was going to go out. It was either that or he would, take Carter out himself or out Carter. But I don't know. And the mere fact that the mere fact that Kamal was even a part of that raid, what was the point of that? If y'all know y'all dirty, I don't know. For the optics, they could have just added Kamal, or Kamal was just so, assertive about it, possibly. But I feel like y'all could have left Kamal out. I don't know. Just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. HEA, you said I like Carter's presence, especially when he calls Monet red. Yeah, I don't hate the character at all. I don't know. Part of me would probably just go as far as liking him because I don't dislike him. But you know, we root for the criminals for the most part on this show, and he is the cops, i.e., the ops. So you know, we tend to feel a certain way about them. But I don't know. I don't dislike this character at all. He just need to relax a little bit, okay, and pipe down that cut percentage, sir, because you're asking for a lot. You're asking for a lot. Monica M, you said I'm upset the way Diana lost the baby, but I wasn't invested in the baby storyline. Me either. I'm like, this was a great way for them to kind of dispel this whole like storyline. I mean, some people may even think that the baby could still possibly be alive, but that would be a strong baby. Don't get me wrong. The baby, the DNA is there, okay? We got the St. Patrick, possibly the St. Patrick, and the Tejada DNA. So I can see the baby making it, but it may come out like Tariq, not that bright. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I think I don't know. I personally feel that the baby is no longer with us. I'm just sad the baby could not get its last meal of milk and cookies. I'm a little hurt about that. But this was a good way to kind of end that. Because who really wanted Tariq and Diana be over here procreating? Like, that's Effie was kind of right about that. Effie, she kind of was right about that. Her approach was kind of wrong, but she tell no lies. Like, y'all don't need to procreate. Y'all barely have y'all lives together. What are we doing here? Okay. But y'all, I gotta get out of here. DeMarcus, you said I think Tariq and Diana baby survived because of the return of Tasha. I mean, it's possible, but that would be a lot. That would be a lot. And I'm not giving it 100% the baby's not here, but I feel like they will play in our face. It will be touch and go. You know, she's in the hospital. You know, we're waiting it out. But I feel like they just need to dead that for real. I'm done with that. Okay. Have a good week as well, Monica M. Thank y'all so much for coming through. I appreciate y'all. If y'all watch Bel Air, I am looking to do a recap of episodes 9 and 10 in the next day or so. I really wanted to try. If I can get my life together, I will try to do Bel Air late tonight, 10, 11-ish. I got a lot of things going on, so that's a stretch. But my goal is to review Bel Air Tuesday at 5 p.m. I think that's the time that I'm trying to do that, 5:15. And then OG Power will resume next Wednesday because I have a prior engagement this Wednesday. But we'll be back next week to discuss Book 2, Episode 7. And I appreciate y'all coming through. Please make sure y'all like the video and support me, okay? Enjoy y'all week, and I will see y'all shortly, okay? Toodles.